Hey guys, Mr. Wood back for a short lesson. I'm just going to do the practice problems for what are due on Monday, the January 11th. But you're all dying to hear a joke. So here we go. What did one ghost say to the other? Don't spook until you're spooking too. I didn't like that one, huh? What is a vampire's favorite kind of coffee? Decaffeinated. Decaffeinated. And how can you tell a Martian would be a good gardener? Because they all have green thumbs. There you go. That's the highlight. Okay, so quick, and again, this isn't going to take very long. So I'm hoping you guys are good with this. And so this is what is due again on Monday. So right here. So what's due on Monday is worksheet 9-1. We worked that. We gave you the answers. These problems from the book. And I want to do the practice right now and then the quiz. And you guys can, again, either, so this is what's due on Monday, okay? That assignment right here. And this is, you can either, I prefer if you could scan this and then send it to me. But if not, just take pictures and send it to me. So I'm going to do the practice problem. So it's not going to take me very long to do it. But again, I want you to, when you do these, to watch your sig figs, to watch your units. So I'm on this right here, the practice, and then you guys will do the quiz. And again, you just need to get me that by the time I open my email about 7:30 on Tuesday morning. So if you got it to me by then, it will not be considered late. Okay, so number one. So again, I'm right here on the practice. This is both on my website and on my Canvas page where it says Chem Quiz 9.1. So how many moles? So this is practice number one. Okay, and we are starting with 2.45 times 10 to the 25th atoms. Okay, and we want to convert this to moles. How many moles? So there, again, I do it the same way. So there's my setup. Okay, so then I follow the units. So since I start with atoms, atoms are going to go on the bottom. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I need to cancel atoms out. And then on top would be moles, because that's what I want to convert to. So I do my setup, then I do my units. And now the numbers. And again, don't get confused. The number that goes with moles is 1. And the number that goes with atoms or molecules or particles is Avogadro's number. Okay, so what I'll do on my calculator now is I'm going to multiply across and then I'm going to divide down. So again, how I do this on my calculator is I go 2.45 and then I hit, the way I write in, I never write in times 10 on my calculator. I never write that in. So 2.45, then I go second, that upper left-hand button second, and then the button right above the number 7, and then 25. I don't have my calculator on. I'll do that again. So I have 2.45 second exponent 25. And then I'll multiply by 1, so times 1, because that's what I do here, multiply the numbers on top. Then I hit enter, and then I divide by this number. So I go divided by, and then I go 6.022. Whoops, I didn't do that right. 22. And then again, I go second exponent 23. And then I hit enter, and I watch sig figs. So what I get here is this, 40.68415.809. But the sig figs are determined by the number I started with, not by what's in here. So that has 3 sig figs, so I want 3 sig figs, which means I'm going to round it to 6, and the 8 tells me to round up. So what I get is 40.7. Okay, number 2. So here again, the number, most of these are given in word problems. The number you're given is where you start. So 0.915 moles, and I always abbreviate moles, MOL. And I want to convert this to atoms. Okay, so there's my setup. So since I start with moles, moles go on the bottom, so they cancel out, and I end in atoms, atoms go on top. So I set up the units, and now the number that goes with moles is 1, and the number that goes with atoms is Avogadro's number. Okay, you should try that on your calculator. 0.915 times 6.022 second exponent 23. And I should, because this has 3 sig figs, I want my answer to have 3 sig figs. 5.51 times 10 to the 23rd. Okay, now underneath, or number 3. So now to find the molar mass, and this is where we use the periodic table. Okay, so for letter A, H2O2, that is the formula for hydrogen peroxide, okay, which you guys probably have in your homes. Your parents bought it just in case somebody gets a bad cut. Okay, so finding the mass, this is where we use the periodic table. So there's 2 hydrogens and there's 2 oxygens. And now I go to the periodic table and I look up the mass. So I look at the mass of hydrogen and I look up the mass of oxygen. So hydrogen is 1. Oxygen is 16. So these numbers here came off of the periodic table. And then I add these up. And what I want you to do on this in terms of sig figs, a little bit different. Just always go to the 10th. Just go to the 10th. Okay, and then letter B, Na2CO3. So again, we're doing the same thing. We're finding the molar mass. So this is sodium carbonate. So I've got 2 sodiums, I've got 1 carbon, I've got 3 oxygens. I could have asked you before I started the problem, can you name this? And hopefully you can. Okay, and then I look up the mass. So the mass of sodium is 23.0. That is right here on the periodic table for sodium. Carbon is 12.0. And oxygen is 16.0. Add this up. And again, I want to go to the 10th. 106.0. Okay, so again, remember the assignment then. So we've done the practice now. We've done the worksheet. You got the problems in the book. And so sometime by Monday night, email to me. Again, preferably scan it and email to me. Worksheet 9-1, these problems from the book, practice and quiz. And guys, that is it. And then Tuesday, we will Google Meet again. Guys, hope things are going well, and I will see you on Tuesday. Bye.